Now, I keep asking you, A, if you're alone with a child, right? Even if her mother's there and she's in the living room, say beyond the TV, right? In the first place, right? Your options are limited. But there's a few things, right, that have to happen prior, usually, right? One of them is she needs to make sure someone's awake or not, and I would also assume she did that with her mom, but maybe couldn't have woke her anyway. If she even made it in there to me. But the mom, of course, if she did, would know, because I would have to tell her she did. That's the problem you're creating here, too, right? Now, she also, if she trusts me, don't have to say anything happened herself, but you don't trust her or me, do you? You don't trust the mom wouldn't do something about it, if she had to, even, right? Not just then, right? You think I just left her and moved back to base, right? I saw her again after that, even when I failed. She came in to the hospital to see me at least once, right? I mean, right? Yeah. Now, it gets weirder, though, if I'm locked out of my room with everything in the room, including my ID, but they don't have on a pair of pants, right? Now, I don't know what you were taught, right? But I was taught, you wear pants if you got to walk down the hall to the bathroom. And you're on the floor that has a bathroom spaced out, kind of, right? With the room. Right. You don't go to the bathroom without having something on your ass. Not just a towel. Either. Excuse my French there, YouTube. Your gluteus maximus. Ooh, it's cute. And her friends. Anyway. But you don't just go to the bathroom during the day. It's skins.com, right? Okay. Anyway, not that it involves Kim, but that's the point, too. You usually put on something if you gotta walk down the hall. And you don't do it with a towel, because the towels are supposed to be in the bathroom area, I guess, right? You know what I mean? And the rags, right, get cleaned up, right? And you probably leave them there. And there's supposed to be some kind of laundry service, right? To take a shower. Unless I ain't took one in 2 weeks, which is kind of odd, right? But I doubt that. Two. I don't quite remember. Ooh, the kiss and cry of the gymnasts and the skaters. Right? This is Mana Kawabe. Right. Abe. Kawabe from Japan. Anyway. I don't know. She got her scores, right? Now she's at the top. But she can quickly fall. Uh-oh. It's the whole point, right? One, my stepdaughter, if she did wake me up, ain't gonna be in the living room for that long, right? To begin with, right? For two, I would have to tell the ex-wife, because A, she's not supposed to wake me up, right? No. B, I'm gonna ask her who showed her that if she woke me up, right? That's what I've been insisting on, right? So that's the problem with all that accusation anyway, right? You're blaming the mom that whatever happened more than me, right? Now, the only one who would do that would either be the biological dad with a grievance against the mom, if you know what I mean, or the granddad. Is that what you're saying? Right. See, I can't coach her, right? The word coach means you're teaching the child to do something they wouldn't ordinarily do with an adult. Just to see what the adult would do about it. Right. If they would do something or not, right? Well, the difference is, if the adult's sleeping paranoid schizophrenic, do you have the right to endanger your child even to that point? No. But let's say she did, though, and nothing happened, or they did, or whoever it was, right? Whatever the motivation, right? See, there's got to be a motive, right? If I'm on the couch, how can I wake her up? I can't. She's sleeping with the mom, right? No, man, that freaking nuts if your wife left you shooting in Tennessee to even mess with that, right? Right. So the girl has to clearly come in there to wake you up. Now, if you fall, like I told you, that ain't going to be a blip on your radar if your wife is acting from better to worse in the first place, right? But you're still not going to feed her dragon, right? What that means is she's getting pissed because she didn't probably want you in the first place. She was stuck with you. That's what she started acting like the last few months, right? Especially starting in August, right? Like I said, she's trying to start a fight with me, and we were kind of getting along fine, and then she gets mad because I have to drive through the mountains to leave you straight into Tennessee, right? Whose behavior seems to be changing towards her husband and not the other way around? Again, that's a question, not a statement, right? Not to prove anything, it can't, right? But if my story is true and she's got to tell the same story, see, that's the point. When you accuse me, whoever it is, you're accusing the woman I'm living with, right, of not doing her job, right? So you can't just accuse me without accusing her. And who would accuse her? Her dad or the girl's dad, right? I don't know. Of the two men, right? Hypothetically, right? We're making up a story as we go along here, too, because we don't know if this happened or not, right? Right. We never said it did. No. We didn't say it did. You said it did, but I said if it did, I would do this, not that, not that, right? What you said happened would never happen, right? And there's no way you could know unless you're trying to frame someone, and then that could be on the wife or the biological dad, too, right? Or the great-granddad, or granddad, right? I don't know. How far back we want to go down the family tree? I don't know. All right. Who's zooming whom, as the song was asked, right? By Aretha Franklin. Who's zooming whom? Take a little look. Tell me, baby. Who's zooming whom? I know. Maybe you're trying to zoom me, too, right? I don't know. I haven't yet, right? There's the ball, right? So you gotta prove beyond all reasonable doubt. Guess who has reasonable doubt? Shane. Guess who don't, right? The dad, the mom, or the grandparents, right? They're my reasonable doubt in the first place. I didn't raise the child to wake up and sleeping grown-ass paranoid schizophrenic in the middle of the night. And they're not supposed to either, right? Great. Nor is the mom supposed to let her wander in there in the middle of the night unless she's dead tired asleep, right? You can't do nothing about that either, but that's the only reason, right? And if she is, fine. I don't know. Hell, you don't even know when you go to sleep sometimes because it seems like a few minutes. How about you, right? When I go to sleep and I wake up, I'm unaware of how long time has passed, right? Except I keep a clock on the wall. And that clock tells me I was asleep for 8 hours, and I believe it. Because when I'm awake, things happen, like the skating or whatever, right? And then when I'm asleep and I wake up, it's only a few minutes in my mind, but right. Something says I've been asleep for 8 hours. Or 2 hours, or 4 hours, or 6 hours, or whatever, right? An hour. Whatever it is. I just went to sleep and woke up again, right? And since I'm on medication that causes you to pee a bunch of times a night, right? I might be up every 2 to 1 to 3 to 4 hours. I don't know. But it's not unusual if you're taking a water pill, idiot, to pee a few times, right? If you're not taking one yet, I consider that weird. But I'm taking one, or two, or three. No more than 3 a day, but come on, not every day. 2, sometimes 1 even, but if you understand why I'm taking it, right? 2. They helped me pee because I had an accident involving a 3-story building I was locked out of, right? Shortly after me and my ex-wife got legally separated anyway, right? And like I told you, even if I call Pastor Thomas, I'm still without a shirt on. Only a pair of pants, no shirt, no shoes. Maybe shower shoes. Maybe shower shoes, right? Something like that. Something like that. If you know what I mean, right? And a pair of dungarees, right? Because I don't walk down to a bathroom down the hall with only a towel on. No. Would you? No. It's like a dorm bathroom if you were to have one at the end of the hall. Do you go to the bathroom, right? Right. Without a locker even, right? And the towels could be in the bathroom area itself, or I guess would make sense. So they put some in your room. You know, you got to keep the towels flowing so you can take a shower with both towels and washcloth, right? That's called turn down service, by the way. And you got to provide it if you have a bunch of guys or girls. They used to be a female barracks, right? In the Navy, going to the bathroom, right? Kiss and cry, kiss and cry. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me, you guys. Uh-oh. It's you lads, by the way. Some say you guys, or you lasses, right, which is a female. Lady and lassie, right? Lass is a girl, lad is a boy. That's Irish, you do. That's Irish, you do. Good form. I guess. Triplets and double toilet. No. But like I told you, I don't know these people. I look at them on TV. Just like anyone does, right? Miyamahara. From Japan. Well, they pronounce it differently when it's M-A-I. That's Ma-E. Or something like that. Mihara. Ha and Ra are the same. But the L's are what confuses them, right? They say re instead of li. Right. Not Chinese people. Japanese. Right? And they're in Japan. She's from West Germany, I think. Or Germany, right? I think. Belgium. That's it. Right. One of those countries. But like I said, when you're competing on TV, every lady is a lady. That's a lady. A woman is a woman. Skin tone don't change that fact. Right? Same with men. Anything that got cock and balls is a male. Anything with the opening, unless you got a cock and an opening, no balls. Then you're a true hermaphrodite, right? That are the rare of the sexes, right? But they're the third gender. Which you cannot prove Christians exist! Because you're denying Satan screwed Adam and Eve out of the house. No! Literally. When you're lying, you're dying. Right? And sitting with Satan. Right? Who taught Adam to lie and repent. It's Adam who lied and repented according to Samuel, right? Not the streets of Israel. And Job said, Adam hid his transgression in his bosom by blaming his wife. All right. It goes all the way back to Eden. And then there's Ha-Adam and Ha-Adamah. Mm-hmm. And the Ah makes it feminine again. Right. And you're not listening to the words in your Bible or studying the Hebrew to really understand if your interpreters interpreted it correctly, which is your problem. If you're going to read something, realize it's a translation first. Sure. And it can be mistranslated, especially if according to Isaiah 29:11, when you ask them, hey, I see this means this and that means that, but what does this mean? And they say, oh, that's sealed, right? Or you go to the unlearned and say, well, I've not learned, I don't know what that means, right? Now, someone's lying somewhere, right? That's the problem too, right? That means they don't want to tell you what it means, right? And they're lying about it, right? Mm-hmm. That was a triple, double, I think. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Couldn't quite tell if that was a full triple or... but exactly. Second one was a double, definitely, right? No, I don't want to be a commentator. Either, just showing out the world a little bit. Those are just spins and footwork, right? That should be Peter and the Wolf. I think. Anyway. But the whole point is, if you're asleep and the child wakes you up and you don't know if it's really real or not, or how long you were asleep, right? Or how soon, right? After you went to sleep, she woke you up and she wake you up, right? Right? And we keep talking about this in a loop, right? I keep saying, well, I was asleep on the couch. You keep saying, well, that don't matter. And I'll say, yes, it does matter, right? Because the child ain't supposed to yes, I'm asleep on the couch. That's my private area, right? Yes, it is. She can't wake me up when I'm asleep. No, she can't. And I'm not going to do nothing if she did. But bring her back to her mother, Mom. And you would have to lie after that, Daphne. Miss Walker, Texas Ranger. No one thinks you're real either, by the way. No. I don't know if my name's even real. Because of Shane Edward Lee, right? And it's taken from a cowboy movie and a show. My dad probably watched growing up, I guess. Right? I don't know. On TV with David Carradine, right? In the TV version, and then, right. But you're not to seduce your stepdad either, honey, where either you or your mom has to back me out after the sex, right? So your mom ain't gonna stop me, she's gonna follow you to my house, right? And she's gonna be hiding somewhere around the corner. So that when you leave, she's gonna show up, knock on the door, wake me up for a second time and get pissed off that I slept with her daughter again. And I said, well, I didn't know I slept with your daughter first time, right? I never tried to. I'm still not trying to. If I was with her, that was her, right? I ain't seen her since she was 4, retard. I don't go looking at you with your daughter. I don't even know your profiles on Facebook. The only ones I did have, you gave to me, and then I ain't been back since then either. And you showed me a few pictures of her and your daughter, but hell, what the hell do I know about that, right? When I'm in Georgia, and you're telling me you and your daughter are in Arkansas or Tennessee, right? I don't know if that's true or not true, but I don't Google you to find out because it don't really do nothing unless you pay, and I ain't gonna pay for that crap just to find out where you're at. I don't want to do that, and even if I had the money, I'm trying to date and move on from you both. Kind of, right? Right. So, my E. Mihara is still at top with 30 points. Loina Hendricks with an X, I think. Right. Wow. Had 28 points. Then another Japanese girl was under her, right? And Isabeau Levito is, I think, next. So far, she's ahead. But you, like I said, never had to smell something, right? Either, right? If it were to wake you up, right? Or not either, right? Even if it put your crotch in your face to wake you up, you might still feel something, right? Like I said, too, right? Either way, I'm not remembering what even happened, right? I'm guessing where the wife would still know, right? Unless she had head trauma, right? Now, she did have half her brain removed. I told you that before, too. And that can make her act a little wild or a little weird, right? Herself, right? Which is why I need to move back to base, whatever was wrong, right? And give her and her daughter some space to see if she even wanted me back. And within a few months, I knew she didn't, so I divorced her, right? Now, if we did something and I broke up with her, what's called amicably, right? And worked it all out with her with child support and everything, right? That's not your business, right? That's what you're supposed to do when you get divorced, right? And who would care, right? The daughter, my son Jonathan, who wasn't even born yet, right? Which is another reason grandma would make her wait till the 6 months to get her, right? Right. And Daphne talked about having 2 weeks leave or something, but I didn't. Right. See, if you're going to your mother's house for 2 weeks, you got to tell your husband if he's 2 weeks in Bethesda, Maryland, right? And can't get back right away. And when he gets back, you don't say, "Oh, well, I have to go get my daughter." Right. It's too late to go get her, right? In a way. Unless you want to be back by early Sunday night, right? Or even Monday morning, right? But if you are, you still got to go to work, or I did, right? Or you had 2 weeks leave, right? And we're at the apartment all day when I went to work, right? Dude, that's not memory either. But still piecing together kind of what I would do, right? Not really 100% memory of every day, right? I don't remember what I ate or drank or right, each day either, right? Unless I tell you, I might forget certain little minor details. I do know I normally eat at least lunch and dinner, right? Now, if she's acting weird, I might get dinner somewhere else too, right? or she don't want to cook for me. I don't know what you're talking about. Is what you have to say from there on out too. You're not supposed to know, but you should know in general information, right? When you hear it, oh, Mickey Saves Christmas and Olaf's Frozen Adventure. It's on Disney tonight. Just football on Fox till late again. Then Flash and Simpsons and Bob's Burgers and The Great North and then news. The Corner and Family Law, which are reruns, right? And The Good Doctor. Right? So now they're going to couples skating, right? Which that's like, the movie. I know. Mariah Carey and Kelly. And I forgot the dude's name off the top of my head. D.B. Sweeney, I think, right? Something like that. But some things you remember, like I'm a movie buff, so I remember movies, right? What I don't know is what you're talking about from 30 years ago. And your stepdaughter, my stepdaughter, right? Probably at all. Right. Even if you bring it up 11 years after on YouTube, right? Don't mean I remember anything like that happening, right? Again, right? And you don't try to make me guess what I did, right? If I don't know I did anything, right? That's silly, right? And that would either be the biological dad or the ex-wife. I don't know. And your daughter's name is, again, her name she gave me on our marriage certificate. What do I need to do about it, right? What I had to do about it. Not even what I wanted to do about it either. Now, someone had a problem though, right? With everything, right? And I'm not sure what it was, right? Or who it was even, right? Could even be the ex-wife, but like I said, when she accuses me, she's accusing herself, right? Because she was not in an amnesic state after like I was when I was living on base, right? At all. Where amnesia is also caused sometimes by hitting your head a lot. Right. And coming to, right? A few minutes later. Right. But you can go to the cops when I move back to base. Right. Who waits 11 years and then says something on YouTube? Right. Someone who wants you to know. Right. They fucked up. They fucked up. Right. When I don't know, they fucked up either, right? Excuse my French there, right? Or messed up, or did something kind of sexual, but I didn't fall for it, right? You understand what I'm saying, right? Even if they did let her wake me up, I still wouldn't fall for it, right? Get over it, I didn't, right?